There you go.
Number 3, Kyle Snyder, the ball carrier.
If you've been watching along tonight, we've had all kinds of trouble here in the first quarter with the audio, with the overlays, but we hope you're still with us. The score is Northwest 14 and CVCA 6. The Royals have the ball on their 31-yard line, first down and 10. My name's Tim Nichols. Doing our best to bring you a second straight broadcast on the road for the Royals from Northwest High School. Kyle Snyder carried that ball. It's second down and 7 for the Royals. Bevington has the ball. He's going to run with it this time across the 35, upended at the 40. He's got enough for a first down for the Royals. So apologies for the technical difficulties we've had at the start of this game. You have been following along for the most part, though. We are live from Northwest High School in Canal, Fulton, Ohio. The Royals on their third possession of the night. Bevington under center. He's going to roll to his right side, looking some more. Now he's going to tuck and run. Michael Bevington across the 45. Big hit at the 50. And I'll tell you what, Coach Dan Larlam says that his quarterback is a football player, and he proved it right there. The defensive player for Northwest just learned that Michael Bevington's not some quarterback who's going to run out of bounds. Logan Wise took the brunt of that for the Northwest Indians. It's enough for another first down for the Royals. The Royals will scrimmage from the 46-yard line. Bevington under center. He'll hand off to Snyder across the left side, and he's got some room. A nice gain for Kyle Snyder. So with the technical difficulties we had, you missed the entire pregame show, and we'll try and recap a little bit as we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score Northwest 14, CVCA 6. We're at Northwest High School tonight. Northwest is coming off a victory last week on the road against the Orville Red Raiders, where they just blitzkrieged Orville. They took it to them by a score of 42-7. Jordan Mick, Northwest quarterback, senior, 5 touchdown passes last week. You see he's already got 2 in the books tonight. So the Royals defense is going to be tested, and they've been tested early. The offense is going to have to keep pace tonight with Northwest. Northwest is coached by head coach
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that
John DeMarco. DeMarco is new to Northwest this year. Spent 9 years with the Louisville Leopards, has a lifetime record of 65-28. So he's a winner. He replaced Joe Harbour with the old coach, who was 7-3 last year, but resigned after the season in November. DeMarco has brought that winning attitude here to Northwest, and they have come out firing on all cylinders here so far in the early part of the 2020 season. The Royals offense does what it does. It's put up another score in the first quarter. They've scored in every quarter so far this season, but the special teams, again, with some difficulty tonight, they have yet to complete a successful point-after-touchdown this season. They were 0 for 2 last week, and a high snap that went through the hands of holder Joey Lehner plagued tonight's first attempt at an extra point. So the teams switch sides as the sun is finally set. The Royals now going from right to left, wearing their white tops and black bottoms with royal blue numbers. Bevington with the fake. Now he's going to go for the end zone. He's got a man out there. Complete. Touchdown! Touchdown to T.J. Sarkowitz. The Royals make that Brant Simmons. Brant Simmons 6, not Sarkowitz 8. Those numbers get scrunched up, but any way you slice it, that's a touchdown for the Royals. Brant Simmons was wide open, and Michael Bevington knows where to find his receiver. 32 yards on the touchdown pass. So Bevington is back out at 0 for 3 in the season. The Royals will go for 2 and pass on an extra point opportunity. The score is Northwest 14, CVCA 12. One play into the second quarter. And as the clock winds down again, the Royals are going to call timeout. A big strike from Bevington to Brant Simmons has brought the Royals back within 2 points. Canal, Fulton, Ohio is the site of tonight's game. So the Royals have now scored on 2 of their first 3 possessions. Bevington on the ground from 4 yards out for the first score. And then that touchdown pass to Brant Simmons. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you through the generosity of CVCA football parents and Friends of Royals football. We'd also like to thank this week's Power Meal sponsor, Panini's in Stowe, for their strong support this year and in years past of Royals football. So the Royals come out of the timeout. Bevington sets up in the backfield. It's a tight formation. He'll set up out of the shotgun, and he's going to keep it himself right up the middle. And he's going to get stuffed. So, the 2-point conversion fails with 11:52 to go in the second quarter. Northwest clings to a 14-12 lead. This Pac-7 contest so far has lived up to everything it's been billed. Northwest powerful offense with Jordan Mick at the helm, already with 2 touchdown passes. That makes 7 on the young season in just 5 quarters of football for Jordan Mick. And the Royals on offense, they're able to move the ball. The defense is going to have to step up and finds a way to get the ball away from the Indians, produce a few turnovers. Last year in the game where the Royals won 30-13, the Royals defense forced 6 Northwest turnovers, and that was really the difference in the ball game. Northwest has been a member of the Pac-7 conference for 3 years prior to this season. It's their 4th year in the conference, and to date, CVCA is undefeated against Northwest, but this is a different year as Bryce Keitlinger is set to kick the ball off for the Royals. And it's kicked off the up man. It bounces back, and the Royals have stolen a possession. That is not a mistake. The Royals planned that play. Keitlinger off one of the up men, and one of the Royals pounced on it. It looks like number 30 was on the recovery, Dylan Webb, a freshman. So the Royals will have it first down and 10 from the 43-yard line of Northwest. They'll split a couple receivers out wide to the far side. Kyle Snyder, again, offset left from Bevington in the shotgun. Bevington has it, a little handoff to Snyder across the 45-40. Makes a man miss, and he's down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The line of scrimmage was actually the 48. It's a pickup of almost 10 yards.
Stop made by number 13.
They'll spot it right on the 40, so it'll be 2nd down and 2 yards to go.
2nd and 2.
Bevington to Snyder again. Snyder across the 40, some hard-fought yards. It'll depend on the spot. I think he might be a little bit short, and he will be. A pickup of 1, 3rd down and 1.
Stop made by number 70.
With all the technical difficulties we had in the first quarter, you may have noticed this week we've introduced a scoreboard clock to help you with the down and distance and the time remaining, which rolls down to about 11 minutes here in the second quarter. Bevington's going to keep it on 3rd and 1, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage, but then falls forward, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Stop made by number 32, Adam Winhart. 1st down, Royals at the Northwest 37-yard line.
The Royals are at the 37-yard line. 1st down and 10, and Bevington will set up under center. He'll roll out to his left. He's under some pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. Nice blocking in front of him. He's down to the 30-yard line. Out of bounds, a pickup of another 7 yards. 2nd down and 7. Jordan Mick forced Michael Bevington out of bounds. His counterpart, one quarterback who's playing some defensive back, I believe, on the other.
2nd down and 3.
2nd down and a long 3 from the 30-yard line, directly in front of us, as Bevington again under center. He's got 2 receivers on top, a single one. That's David Lewis on the near side. Snyder in the backfield. And Bevington will hand off to Snyder, jump stop, and then pushes forward. Snyder's a strong young man, and 2 hard-earned yards on that play. It'll bring up 3rd down, and about 1 yard to go for the 1st.
By number 70, Cody Logan, number 50.
Cody Logan on the stop for Northwest. The Royals substitute in 23, Ben Andexler, and 18, Bryce Keitlinger. 3rd and a yard and a half. Very tight formation once again. Michael Bevington calls out the signals, looks to the sidelines. They assess the defense. Northwest trying to stuff the box. He's going to hand off to Snyder. Snyder is going to have enough for the 1st down to the 25-yard line as the Royals move the sticks once again. 9 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Second quarter, Royals trailing 14-12.
At the Northwest 25-yard line.
They stole a possession here on that successful onside kick directly off one of the up men for Northwest. And they're trying to capitalize on it now. This time, Bevington will operate from the shotgun formation. Ty Bova in motion. Fake to him. Bevington will keep, and he's plowed under. No gain at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Stop made by number 65, Connor Ramsey.
Ty Bova was in motion on that play, the freshman. Last week at Fairless caught his first touchdown pass, and yours truly was screened from that pass in the far corner. Unable to see the 82 on the body and the jersey of Bova, but Bova making an impact in his freshman season. His big brother Jack is the excellent 3rd-team All-State right tackle for the Royals.
Kyle Snyder, the ball carrier.
The Royals fake to Snyder, and Bevington keeps it on his own, and he's going to pick up 6 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Royals marching right to left as we look on from the visitor stands. Perched high above the 30-yard line. Zach Nichols on the camera at midfield. 3rd down and 4. Bevington will pass. Looks long. Looks into the end zone for David Lewis. Just off the outstretched hands of Lewis. Bevington wanted 6 more in that play and almost connected, but almost is not quite. So 4th and 4. And the Royals are going to try and convert. Once again, they had a big 4th down conversion on 4th and 9 on their last drive to keep the drive going, which ultimately resulted in the touchdown. But another timeout there. Royals having some challenge getting the plays in quickly, and that'll be their second timeout of the period. Timeouts have been lengthened in 2020 in Ohio high school football as we try to accommodate a break in play to allow just a little bit of a longer break to combat the amount of time the Royals players are interacting with their opponents. This week, the Northwest Indians. Also, this year in Ohio, each player is required to have their own water bottle. So, no more communal water consumption. If you're watching along the sidelines and you can see the sidelines, there are a few players talking, but players are supposed to be social distancing on both sides to the extent that they can. All teams in Ohio know exactly what is needed and what is required as we try and stop the spread of COVID-19 and continue with high school football in 2020. So the Royals retake the field after that timeout. They've got one remaining. It's a big 4th down for both sides. The Royals trying to put together a drive and capitalize. 4th down and 4. Tight formation bunch to the right. Bevington out of the shotgun. He drops back 3 steps, looks, and throws. It's dropped. Ty Bova was the intended receiver, in and out of his hands, and that drive will stall on the 20-yard line, or at the 19-yard line, where the Indians will take over once again.
1st and 10 Indians at their 19-yard line.
Jordan Mick, the quarterback for Northwest, will now go back to work. The Indians send 3 receivers to the near side. Mick with his 392 yards passing and 5 touchdowns a week ago. Hands off this time, and the Royals' defensive line of scrimmage is ready for that one. Ethan Nicky, the ball carrier. Nicky, a 5'9", 155-pound running back, sophomore. And we've got a stoppage. One of the Northwest players is down on the play. And the Northwest numbers are quite difficult to read. They're maroon-red jerseys with, we'll call it grayish or silverish numbers, but I believe that might be number 55, Logan Wise. Wise is a 6'1", 191-pound senior that helps to anchor that offensive line for the Northwest Indians. Nicky did pick up 2 yards on that play out to the 21-yard line, and when we resume, it'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. The sun has gone down as we approach 7:45, a little bit past that, in Canal, Fulton, Ohio. It is a beautiful night for football. As challenging as last week was in Fairless with 3 lightning delays and torrential rain, it is a beautiful night tonight. And frankly, there's a little bit of fall chill in the air tonight. And if you didn't bring a sweatshirt, you're going to be sorry that you did not. Again, we're thankful to the generosity of some CVCA football parents for helping to put this together and bring these broadcasts to you, and Friends of Royals Football. It's been quite an effort to get ourselves on the air, but we're glad that you're along with us. Last week, 1,000 of you at one point or other checked in on the broadcast. We hope we have those same numbers tonight. As Mick drops back to pass, he throws to his right. He's got plenty of time. Now the rush is coming. Throws long. He's got a man deep. And this is trouble once again. It's complete. Number 23 on the catch, Anthony Grossnickel, who already has one touchdown pass tonight. And that is what is going to happen if you give Jordan Mick time all night. He'll assess the field, and his receivers will run open. Brennan Darr on the touchdown-saving tackle. That time for the Royals, it's a big gain. All the way down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 49 yards.
At the CVCA 30-yard line.
So the Indians set up once again. The Royals have yet to stop them. 2 possessions and 2 scores for Northwest. They're on the move again. Mick will hand off. Nicky has it. Nicky cuts across the line of scrimmage. Still going and taken down after a gain of at least 8 yards. Kyle Snyder took Nicky down on that play. And my eyes did not deceive me. It actually is a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up a second down and a very short 1 yard to go for the first. Mick takes the snap, hands off to Nicky. He's got a hole. Slips through it, and it's going to be another first down. Kyle Snyder again on the tackle.
Kyle Snyder. First down, Northwest.
Northwest has now moved down to roughly the 15-yard line.
CVCA 14-yard line.
We'll make it the 14, where it's first down and 10 yards to go. Jordan Mick hands off to Nicky again. Nicky is caught at the line of scrimmage. Check that, it's Kyler Maraglia, the freshman, on that carry. Carter Parmenter in on the tackle for the Royals. That play picked up 5 yards. It'll bring up second down and 5. Make it a long 5 or maybe 6 from the 10-yard line. Mick's going to keep it himself this time off the left side. He cuts, and he's close to the end zone. Not quite, but I believe he's got enough for another first down. Kyle Snyder again in on the tackle.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They spot it at the 3-yard line, where it'll be first down and goal to go for the Indians. Hand off to Maraglia. He's hit, leans forward, make that Nicky. The Indians marching to the far end of the field. And again, the numbers are almost indiscernible, unreadable on the backs of the jerseys of the Indians. It's a pickup of 2 yards. It's second and goal from the 1. Mick kept it, and he's taken down in the backfield by Snyder. It's a sack. A big play for the Royals. They push him back. It'll be third down and goal. A loss of 7 yards in that play as Kyle Snyder stepped up big. Clock winding down to 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Big play here for the Royals. Can they keep them out of the end zone? Mick has the snap. Now he's under pressure, rolls to his left, looks and throws, lobs it toward the end zone and out of the end zone. Incomplete, and the Royals defense holds on third and goal. That pass was intended to Braden Mick, or for Braden Mick, brother of the quarterback Jordan Mick. Fourth down. I do not see the special teams unit marching onto the field for the Northwest Indians. The CVCA crowd getting into it, pounding on the bleachers. You see that camera shaking. The Indians are going to now call timeout. And they'll think this one over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's a pivotal point in this first half as Northwest is driven deep into the end zone. From this broadcaster standpoint, we'd prefer they don't get into the end zone, but we'll wait and see what happens on 4th down and 8. Both teams huddle. Both of their second possession, third overall, and make the stop. Out comes Northwest. We'll see what John DeMarco has dialed up for Jordan Mick and company here on 4th down. The Royals crowd trying to make some noise and encourage on the CVCA defense. Mick will drop back to pass. He looks and throws. He's got a man wide open, but missed him. Behind the intended receiver. And the Royals will take over 1st down and 10. The pass was intended for Grossnickel, and that's something you don't see too often. A miscommunication from Jordan Mick and his excellent wide receivers. So the Royals dodge a bullet. They've got 4 minutes and 13 seconds and 92 yards in front of them to see if they can make a difference. The Royals did receive the opening kickoff, so Northwest will receive it in the second half, so this is an important drive as we've got a one-score game. Indians 14, Royals 12. Michael Bevington back out there for CVCA. Kyle Snyder shifts to his right side now. Bevington will keep it himself. Runs to his left. Not much there.
Tackle made by number 65, Connor Ramsey.
Connor Ramsey on the tackle for the Indians. It's a pickup of 1 yard. It's 2nd down and 9. Bevington again in the shotgun. This time he passes. Quick throw. Complete to David Lewis. Tries to break a tackle, and he does. He's across the 15-yard line, making the 20, almost to the 26-yard line. Austin Donaldson made the stop for Northwest, or Lewis may have been off to the races. Big pickup of a 1st down there as they get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. The clock winds down to 3:30 to go here in the first half. Royals have already used 2 timeouts. They only have 1 remaining. Bevington brings a man in motion to the near side. It's a counter play to Snyder. Snyder follows Jack Bova. Pickup of a couple yards. Bova the big right tackle.
54, Jimmy Cunningham, number 65, Connor Ramsey. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
Jack Bova and 6', 275 sophomore Tony Collins anchoring that right side of the line of scrimmage, but this time Bevington will pass. He's going to look, throws deep, looking for 15, complete. 1st down Royals. Eli Dykandrew on that. He just flashed open, and Michael Bevington saw him, and they'll go quickly to reset it. The Royals are out to midfield and just beyond into Northwest territory, line of scrimmage, the Northwest 48-yard line. 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. 2nd quarter before halftime. Empty backfield this time for Michael Bevington. Trips wide to the far side. Single receiver on the near side. Man comes in motion. And we've got a whistle. Flag is down for a false start on CVCA. That'll push the ball back 5 yards. From the Indians 48 to the Royals 47, where it'll be 1st down, 15 yards to go. The Royals have to get down to the northwest 38-yard line to move the chains.
First down at 15.
Empty backfield once again. And we've got another flag. This time encroachment on Northwest, and they'll march that 5 yards back in the other direction.
Penalty called against Northwest.
And with that, a couple of substitutions.
First and 10.
Snyder back in along with 18 Bryce Keitlinger. The Royals offense looks to the sidelines. CVCA coaches flashing in the plays with the signs. Now Bevington is ready. He's going to keep this one right up the middle. He's got some room down to the 40-yard line, and another flag. 3 consecutive flags. If it stands, it's a pickup of 8 yards, but we'll wait to see what the signal is. The flag came in from the back judge. Joey Johnson, the center for CVCA, is pointing toward Northwest, and the penalty is going to be on the Indians. It's a face mask penalty, and it's going to be a big one. 15 yards they'll march off. Nope, it's actually just a 5-yard kind. My eyes were following the back judge, who was running back to the 20-yard line, but they'll spot this ball right on the 25-yard line. And again, like we talked about last week, the umpire using a beanbag to spot the ball, with the center actually doing the actual spotting this year to limit the number of times the umpire has to touch the ball. Bevington receives the snap. He's got plenty of time, looks, and now he's finally going to tuck it and run. He'll make the best of it. A gain of almost 5 yards on that play, out of bounds at the 2:22 mark. It'll be second down, and we'll call it 6 yards to go as they spot that back at the 31.
Second down, 6.
Joey Johnson has the ball. The umpire has put his beanbag down, so Johnson will spot it. This time Kyle Snyder flanks Michael Bevington to his left. Bevington has it. He's going to hand off to Snyder. Actually, he'll keep it himself across the 25 down to the 24. He's got enough for another Royals first down. And this drive that started at the Northwest 8-yard line has now moved all the way down to the Northwest 24 so far. 76 yards on this drive, but 24 more yards needed. Snyder gets the handoff, and he's upended after a short gain of 3.
Stop made by number 55, Logan Wise.
So after the short gain, that clock winds down to 1:45, as you can see it on your screen. Indians 14, Royals 12.
Second down and 7.
Second and 7 from the 21-yard line. Royals back in that bunch formation. Bevington on the keeper to the left side, across the 20, 15, and the ball's on the ground. It's his trouble. Waiting on the signal. And it looks like the Royals are going to escape calamity. Not sure who came in and recovered that fumble. But the Royals get a first down out of it. So it's first and goal from just outside the 10. They can get a first down. Bevington will hand off to Snyder. Snyder is bumped and taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 1 with a minute to go and the clock winds. Second down, 9.
Gain of 1, second and 9.
The Royals looking for the call as the clock continues to run. 47 seconds to go, first half. Under center this time with Snyder in the backfield. Bevington rolls to his right, looking, looks some more, throws, touchdown! Touchdown Royals! Number 16, Brennan Darr in the touchdown. And the Royals are on top for the first time tonight. Brennan Darr, the 6'3 junior. And Michael Bevington has his second touchdown pass of the night. And for the first time this season, the Northwest Indians are looking up at the scoreboard from behind. Bevington in again, as the Royals will again go for two. Last time on this play, he kept it out of the shotgun. This time he's under center. Kyle Snyder behind him. Royals, Bevington will roll back to his right. He's under pressure, and he's going to keep it. And Northwest blows that play up. He was looking to throw back to his far side, but the play was covered, so the two-point conversion again is no good. With 36 seconds to go, though, the Royals have taken a 4-point lead, and the score from Canal, Fulton, Ohio, is the Royals 18, Northwest 14. So that was a big drive, 92 yards for CVCA in just about 4 minutes to put the Royals on top. Just what the doctor ordered, and this one could be a shootout tonight. The Royals have scored in 3 of their 4 possessions, and Northwest on 2 of their 3 possessions before they were stopped on that third one. Deep in Royals territory on the 8-yard line.
Picking off for CVCA, number 18, Bryce Keitlinger.
Keitlinger will kick off, and that last time the ball went off one of the upmen, and this time Northwest is looking for it. They've only got 2 players back deep for a touchdown. And last week the Royals scored late in the first half and gave up a touchdown on the kickoff return. They want to avoid that at all costs tonight. So Keitlinger steps into it. It's a short kick taken by one of the second linemen, and he just buries his head in the turf at the 35-yard line. And that is where the Red Raiders will take over, first down and 10. There are still 35 seconds left on the clock. Time for Jordan Mick. So the Royals cannot does have 2 timeouts remaining. A conservative. Covered. CV Darr, the man who just caught the touchdown pass, is the man in there on the fumble recovery. And the Royals still have that 1 timeout remaining. So they're 30, make that 40 yards away or 41 yards away from the end zone. We'll see what Bevington can cook up. He'll send 3 wide receivers to the near side. Snyder flanks him to his left. Bevington drops back, looks to throw. He's under some pressure, flush to his left, still looking. This time he's going to keep it. He's got some room in front of him and runs out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The clock will stop with 19 seconds. The referee will spot it actually at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. Second down and 2.
The special teams unit for the Royals has had all kinds of trouble this year on that snap. But Bryce Keitlinger is a 4-year starter at the place kicker with the place kicking duties. And he is the all-time leader in points after touchdown and second in field goals. So he's got the leg. But before that, Bevington will throw quickly, and that ball is incomplete. Looks like he intended that for David Lewis. It'll be 3rd down and 2. 16 seconds left on the play clock, or on the game clock, rather.
Third down and 2.
So big 3rd down play, 3rd and 2. Bevington drops back to pass, flush to his right, under some big pressure, and now he's going to run with it. He'll get the 1st down, still 7 seconds to go.
Yard line.
Not a whole lot of time. Still 27 yards away from the end zone. Too far for a field goal. Dan Larlam and his coaching staff signaling in the play. The play clock winding down. They'll take that last timeout.
Timeout CVCA.
So 6 seconds left for the Royals to make something out of this golden opportunity. When Ethan Nicky put the ball on the ground and the Royals' Brennan Dard jumped on it. We'll see what the Royals can dial up. At halftime, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the pack. We'll also revisit this day in Royals history, a feature we started last week. Six seconds to go here in the first half. Tim Nichols with you from Northwest High School. The Royals leading it 18-14. On 1st down and 10, but it may as well be 1st down and 27. Bevington, empty backfield, drops back. This is going to be everything. He's looking, and he's under pressure. He's going to go down, and that'll do it for the first half as the clock winds out. So, we've played 24 minutes from Northwest High School, and at halftime, the Royals lead it by a score of 18-14. Michael Bevington with 2 touchdown passes through the air and another one on the ground, and CVCA leads at halftime tonight. The Royals will retreat to the end zone at the far west side of the stadium. Northwest will head into their locker room or into their area where they go here at home. And we'll start the halftime show. You'll note the clock is listed for 10 minutes, which is the length of halftime here in the state of Ohio in 2020. Shorter halftime periods. And in the Pac-7 out-of-town scoreboard tonight, Fairless is at home once again, and they lead Loudonville tonight, a much better Loudonville team than in years past. That score late second quarter is Fairless 14 and Loudonville 7. Triway is on the road in another non-conference game tonight at Mogador. Second quarter score from Mogador 25 and Triway 14. Orville is at home for the second week in a row. Orville is next week's opponent in the home opener at Royal Stadium. And right now the Red Raiders lead Tuslaw 17-13 late in the second quarter. That is the out-of-town scoreboard in the Pac-7. Again this week, Manchester is idle. Manchester will start their season in week 4. the Manchester School District in Summit County, deciding to hold off on the start of football at the start of the season, like several schools, actually about 10% of the schools here in the state of Ohio that have chosen to hold off on the start of the season. So Manchester will begin their season in Week 4. They'll play 2 Pac-7 games and 1 non-conference game. And then in the state of Ohio, as we talked about last week, in Week 7, every team in the state of Ohio will qualify for the playoffs this year. And the playoffs will run through about Thanksgiving time, so the season will end earlier. If a team is eliminated early and does not go all the way, as they say, then there is the possibility to schedule 3 additional regular season games so that every team has an opportunity to play up to 10 games at a minimum this season. So, next week the Royals again will have their home opener on Wyoga Lake Road at Royal Stadium against the Orville Red Raiders. But tonight, at halftime here in Northwest, the Royals 18 and Northwest 14. September 4th is the date, and as the calendar would have it, if we're doing this day in Royals history, we're going to be looking at that 2009 season a lot during this year, as every game is on a Friday this year and was also on a Friday during that 2009 season. And back in 2009 on the 4th of September, the Royals came off that exciting Hail Mary victory at East Canton the week before and hosted the Norwayne Bobcats. The Royals got off to a great start in that game as junior running back Alex Utley had a pair of early touchdowns. The first, a 1-yard plunge, and then the second one from 14 yards out. The Royals led the Bobcats by a 14-0 score. But next, Norwayne returned the next kickoff 77 yards for a touchdown and closed that lead to 14-7. In the second quarter, the Royals extended their lead to 17-7, adding a field goal, but Norwayne responded with not one, but 2 straight 62-yard touchdown runs and took a 20-7 halftime lead into the locker room. 2 more touchdowns in the third quarter put the game out of reach for Norwayne, and at the end of the game, with less than 2 minutes to go, the Royals got on the board with their final score when Howard Bowler finished with an 83-yard kickoff return for a final score of 34-24. The Royals dropped the home opener, but there was a lot to be excited about. And little did they know at that point, but that Norwayne team, made up of a bunch of sophomores and juniors, held together for a couple of seasons, and just 2 years later, in 2011, won a state championship. So they were loaded. And as CVCA countered and went on to the rest of the season, they also made the playoffs, as we talked about last week. So the Royals dropped that home opener. They fell to 1-1, but Alex Utley led the Royals with 109 yards on 20 carries. It was just another day in the office for Utley, who is CVCA's second all-time leading rusher. Utley went on to rush for 4,653 yards in his career and a whopping 82 touchdowns. 6 years later, it was Coach Dan Larlam's first season at the helm of the Royals, and by that time the cupboard was bare. It was a total rebuilding mode. Norwayne was back for another home opener, and Norwayne put it on the Royals again, 49-20. The Royals went winless in that first season, but Larlam has been the man for the job and has turned this program around. And we couldn't be more excited to have Coach Dan Larlam at the helm for CVCA Royals football. Speaking of those records, a look at the record book and current players who are moving up that record book. Michael Bevington, who is responsible for all 3 touchdown plays tonight, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground, had 38 yards rushing last week, and that moved him past Nathan Rosenberger into 9th spot on the all-time rushing list for CVCA. Bevington needs another 226 more yards to catch Evan Walker for 8th spot. While it's unlikely to come tonight, I'm sure at some point during the season, Michael will move up into 8th position as he continues to climb the ladder on the all-time rushing list. His 125 yards passing at Fairless last week moved Bevington past Antonio Caroscia, who was a freshman quarterback on that 2009 Royals team. And Bevington is now in 2nd place all-time with 2,505 career passing yards. He's got some more tonight And with 291 yards more, Michael Bevington will catch his predecessor, Elijah Payne, and it will sit alone atop the record book in first place all-time in CVCA passing yards. Place kicker Bryce Keitlinger sits fourth all-time on the CVCA scoring list with 165 points. That's 165. And he is already on top all-time with 121 extra points, although the Royals obviously are still working on ironing out the kinks on the long snapper to holder situation, and Keitlinger is 0 for 3 on attempts this year, although he's only had to get his boot into one of those 3, which was blocked. The other 2 were both failed attempts that never even got off due to a poor snap last week on the ground, and this week a high snap that went through the hands of holder freshman quarterback Joey Lehner. So that is this week in Royals history, as well as a look at the Royals all-time record book. In the background, you may be able to hear the Northwest High School Marching Band, who are on the field for their first show of the season here at Smilek Stadium in Northwest in Canal, Fulton, Ohio. The clock is ticking down as we inch toward the second half with the CVCA Royals leading the Northwest Indians 18-14. The Royals still in the west end zone as the clock winds down at halftime. Northwest is yet to come back on the field. It's a nice socially distanced crowd here in Canal Fulton at Northwest. And we'd like to throw a shout out to the Northwest Athletic Director, Jason Hathaway, who was bent over backwards this week to help make this live stream take place here on the road for us tonight. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, the athletic director here at Northwest High School, Jason Hathaway. In some of the long shots you may be able to see that is, the makeshift press box here at Northwest. Back on April the 8th this year, when we were all in lockdown, there was a huge windstorm that rolled through Canal Fulton with straight-line winds of 80 miles per hour, and it leveled what was the old Northwest press box and completely destroyed everything in it. And the word is that Northwest local schools do have plans to replace that press box, but that has not happened yet. So they put together a makeshift press box, and it's actually working well tonight. It's a tent set up on the 50-yard line, and they have not missed a beat here at Northwest. It is a beautiful facility here at Smilek Stadium. Northwest home field is set in a valley down a hill from the main school and what appears to be a middle school. If you ever look at the stadium from an overhead shot, behind us is a body of water, and it is just a beautiful place. We are here early in the season. The east end zone is flanked by some very, very mature trees, as is the west end zone. And I can only imagine as the season gets further on, it is just a beautiful setting with the trees changing color here at Northwest for football. And the fans in Canal Fulton have a lot to be excited about this year and in the future with Northwest football and the new head coach at the helm at Northwest. That head coach, John DeMarco. DeMarco looking for his first home victory as the head coach here, and the Royals trying to make sure that does not happen as they look for their first victory of the season. They've placed another 4 minutes on the clock, so both teams have returned to the field. The captains, Bevington and Mick, meeting with the referee. And as the Royals receive the opening kickoff, Mick and the Indians will receive the second half kickoff. They will go from left to right on your screen. When play resumes.
Also at the half, Perry 21, Central Catholic 0. At the half, Fearless 14, Loudonville 7.
They're announcing some halftime scores here now from the public address system, and that Fearless score has gone to halftime at 14-7 Fearless over Loudonville.
Also at the half, West Branch 21, Minerva 7.
A big first half for Michael Bevington and the Royals. Bevington with touchdown passes to Brennan Darr.
Another halftime score here, Orville 17, Tuslaw 13.
He had a second touchdown pass. I believe that went to Eli Dykandrew. And then a 4-yard run on his own. Jordan Mick has 2 touchdown passes of his own in the first quarter. And when we resume, Northwest is due to receive the second half kickoff.
One more halftime score here at the half, Bedford 14, Alliance 6.
Once again, a special shout out tonight to Panini's on Stowe Road. On Steels Point, rather, in Stowe. Panini Steels Point in Stowe for being one of the Royals' 2020 Power Meal sponsors. And the sponsor of the week, Panini's provided a nice meal last night for the 60-plus Royals who suit up each week for their Thursday night Power Meal. If you're looking for a place to get a bite to eat and you're in the area, Panini's in Stowe is just down the Wyoga Lake Road from CVCA. They put on a fine spread and offer some great hospitality as well. So we thank them. This broadcast is brought to you again through the generosity of CVCA football parents and friends of Royals football. If you got any interest in helping out with future broadcasts, feel free to reach out to us at CVCA Livestream. Send us a direct message. We'd be glad to talk to you about how you can get involved. And feel free to tweet us at CVCA Livestream, and we'll try and check those tweets out to see what you've got to say. We're glad we're up and running. Again, apologies for the difficulties in the first quarter at the start of this broadcast, but we have got those behind us, and we're looking forward to a second half with you. And hopefully the Royals come out fired up just like they did in that first half where they scored on 3 of their first 4 touchdowns. The clock has been reset, and Northwest has taken the field, so we're just about ready to go once again. Bryce Keitlinger will kick off to start the second. Keitlinger runs up the ball and kicks it. It's another short kick. This one is going to be caught and downed on the 36-yard line, and that's where Northwest will start, first down and 10. So Mick and the Indians all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Royals number 7, Owen Edwards.
There's another Northwest Indian that is down on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. First and 10 Indians at the CVCA 15-yard line.
The Indians have penetrated down to the 15-yard line. It's first down and 10. Jordan Mick now throws to the end zone, looking for a man, and that ball is caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Mick to Mick. Jordan Mick to Braden Mick. And the Northwest Indians retake the lead with 9 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Attempting the extra point is number 50, Isaac LaFay.
Isaac LaFay is in for the point after touchdown. And the kick is up and good.
9:44 remaining in the third quarter. The score is now Northwest.
It's Northwest 21, the Royals 14. Make it 18, 21-18.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winning.
So Northwest doing what it does best, marches right down the field and has retaken the lead. The Royals will have to respond.
Your winning ticket number is
We'll see how that goes for CVCA as they look forward to their first possession of the second half. 21-18 is the score.
Please come to the press box to claim your prize. Thank you.
The Royals will send Eli Dykandrew. And David Lewis back to receive.
Kicking off number 50 for Northwest, Isaac LaFay. Deep to receive for CVCA.
Isaac LaFave will do the kickoff duties, or take care of the kickoff duties for Northwest. He'll kick off from the 40-yard line, and it's a end-over-end kick. Lewis will have it.
By number 15,
Make it Dykandrew. Dykandrew is across the 35-yard line, out to about the 40. Good field position for the Royals as they set up to start their first possession of the second half.
Number 1, Austin Donaldson. Number 50, Isaac LaFay. First and 10, CVCA at their 43-yard line.
The line of scrimmage will be the 43-yard line for the Royals, where they'll set up, moving from right to left here in the third quarter. Bevington rolls to his left, throws, and it's complete to Ty Bova. Bova rolls out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's enough for a first down, a pickup of 11 yards. First down and 10 for the Royals. One play, and they're already into Northwest territory. Northwest 21, the Royals 18. Early third quarter action. Kyle Snyder to the left of Michael Bevington on this play. Bova in motion. And it's Bevington around the left side. Another good gain, another 10 yards. Another first down for the Royals, down to the 36-yard line of the Northwest Indians. The clock stops as Bevington was knocked out of bounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner of this 50-50, Mary Dodson. Congratulations, Mary, and she graciously donated back $100 to the TD Club. Thank
so
you
Michael
so
Bevington
much.
fakes the handoff to Snyder, rolls to his left, under pressure, and he's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a loss. Officially, it'll be a sack on the chasing him out of bounds. Looks like it was number 50.
Stop made by number 50,
Isaac LaFay.
LaFay.
Bevington did lose 2 yards on that play, so the ball will be spotted back at the 38-yard line. The Royals need the Indians' 26 to keep the drive alive. On that play, they were working near side. This play, Brennan Darr and a host of others split out wide right. Ty Bova in motion. The handoff is to Snyder. Snyder's across the 35. Knocked down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 yards, and it will bring up 3rd down and 6.
Gain of 3, 3rd down and 7. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for the men and women in our touchdown club.
3rd down, 6 yards to go.
Thank you so much again.
Hard count. Nobody on Northwest jumps. They're all watching that football, as are we. Bevington receives the snap. He runs to his left. Now he's going to keep it. And at the 26-yard line, tried to make a cut, but he's taken down. He picks up 3 yards, but he's short. They spot the ball right on the 30-yard line. It's 4th down and 4. So the Royals have converted a couple of important 4th downs already today that kept touchdown drives alive. We'll see what they can do here. 4th down, 4 from the 25. Bevington wants it all, and this one is trouble. It's intercepted. Intercepted on the 3-yard line by number 80, Braden Mick. Mick caught the touchdown moments ago, and this time he picks off Michael Bevington. And the Royals' drive will stall. Northwest takes over on their own 4-yard line. So we talked about stealing possessions, which the Royals have done twice today already on that onside kick off the up man in the first half and then on the fumble, but they ran out of time on the clock at the end of the first half and got nothing on that one. Here they give away a possession, and it's tough to give away possessions against the Northwest Indians. So Jordan Mick will start this drive from his own 4. He takes a snap, and he's going to keep it himself up the middle. He gets across the 5 to about the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. Kyle Snyder, another tackle. We've been calling his name out all night on defense. With that 4-yard pickup, it will be 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Indians.
2nd down and 6.
Mick takes the snap. It's a handoff. And this handoff is across the 10 to about the 12 or 13-yard line. It's going to be close to a 1st down on the carry. That time, number 20, Kyler Miraglia, the freshman, 5'6", 168. But he can squirt through those holes. And they're going to call him short by a yard. It's 3rd down and 1. There is yet to be a punt in this game. We'll see if the Royals can stiffen up here and force one on 3rd and 1. Royals showing blitz. Mick's going to keep it, and he's going to have enough for the first down, just barely. Mick gets across the 14 to just about the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 2 yards, and the chains move. It's a big first down for the Northwest Indians. Northwest 21, CVCA 18 as we approach halfway in the third quarter. These two Pac-10 opponents locked in a tight battle so far. Jordan Mick calls out the signals, now receives the snap. He's looking to his left, and he throws a perfect spiral. It's caught in stride, and ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be another Jordan Mick touchdown. 85 yards to the house. Number 17, Nick Dinkins on the touchdown catch. That's the third of the night, I believe, for Jordan Mick. Make it the fourth touchdown of the night. 9th of the season, and Jordan Mick continues to shine from that quarterback position for the Northwest Indians. 85 yards on a beautifully perfect spiral. The Indians move out to a 27-18 lead, and Isaac LaFay is in there for the extra point. The snap is down, the kick splits the uprights, and it's good.
Kick is up and good.
With 5 minutes and 5:38 to go in the third quarter, the Indians 28, the Royals 18. You will not see a prettier touchdown pass this season than that 85-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Mick to Nick Dinkins. Perfectly in stride, and Dinkins was off to the races. So, the Royals will get the ball back. They've moved the ball tonight, but their last two drives have stalled deep in Northwest territory, once due to the half, and the second time on the interception on 4th and 4 after they had penetrated to the 25-yard line. David Lewis and Eli Dykandrew back deep once again. LaFay will tee it up.
Deep for the Royals, number 15, Eli Dykandrew, and number 21, David Lewis.
The Indians lined up. LaFay marches toward the ball and kicks it high, end over end. It's going to be Dykandrew again. Dykandrew across the 20, and he's upended quick. Line of scrimmage will be about the 25-yard line, perhaps.
By number 30, John Welch.
John Welch got down there on kickoff coverage and got Dykandrew below the knees, and his forward progress was halted. They will spot the ball exactly on the 25-yard line. We'll see what the Royals can dial up. Bevington hands off to Snyder. Snyder's met at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for a couple of yards.
Stop made by number 1, Austin Donaldson, and number 22, Chris Davis.
It's a short pickup of 2. It'll be second down, 8 yards to go.
Second and 8.
This time Bevington, play action, looks, now he tucks and runs. He's got some room in front of him, meets the defender and puts a shoulder into him. It looks like he's across the 35-yard line. It will be close to a first down, and it will be. So with 4:50 to go, the Royals pick up a first down on this drive. And they'll reset from the 35-yard line. Bevington to Snyder. Snyder goes across the left end. JT Nichols out in front of that one. The left tackle pushing the line down into the secondary. It's a pickup of 3 yards.
Second down and 7.
And one of the Northwest Indians, it might be Anthony Grossnickel, comes up limping. Heads over to the sidelines. It'll be second down 7. Low snap. Bevington rolls to his left, throws. He's got Brant Simmons. Simmons knocked out of bounds, but he's got enough for another Royals first down. Nice pickup by Brant Simmons across midfield.
First and 10, Royals at the 50-yard line.
Actually right at midfield. This time Bevington alone in the backfield, right up the middle. And not a whole lot there. They try and push the pile forward. Kyle Snyder trying to help out his quarterback. Bevington will add another 4 yards to his rushing tally. And when they snap it again, it will be second down and 6.
Gain of 4 yards, second and 6.
Indians 28, Royals 18, third quarter action. The Royals led 18-14 to start the half, but Jordan Mick has put 2 more touchdown passes on the board in this quarter. Second and 6, handoff to Kyle Snyder. Snyder has got room across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. A big run, pickup of 23 yards, and another Royals first down.
First and 10, CVCA at the Northwest 25-yard line.
When they snap it, it'll be close to 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Snyder resets to the right of Bevington. Bevington will hand to him again. Snyder across the 20, down to the 15, and just lays into a defensive secondary member at the 10-yard line. It's enough for another first down, and Braden Mick made the stop that time, or maybe he was just the person that impeded Kyle Snyder from getting to the end zone. It's first down and goal from the 10-yard line. Snyder again. Across the 10, down to the 5. The Royals keeping it on the ground. It's a heavy dose of Kyle Snyder on this drive. 5-yard pickup on that play. And the Royals 5 yards away. Bevington will this time he'll keep it. No, he hands off to Snyder. Snyder is into the end zone. It's a Royals touchdown. Kyle Snyder put on a show on that drive. And the Royals draw closer. Two minutes and 14 seconds to go. And the Royals draw within 28-24, and Bryce Keitlinger heads back out on the field. It's the right call. He'll try and close the gap to 3 points. Still trying to get that first extra point successful this year. Lehner's snap is down, the kick is up, and this one's good. The Royals special teams come through. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. Northwest now leads at 28-25. It's a ball game here tonight. Bill Simmons sitting to my side as my spotter and my IT guy and my everything guy. It's been a heck of a night, but we're glad we're with you and you're with us on the Boxcast platform or whether you're watching through Facebook Live to the CVCA Athletics website. We hope some of you found the Boxcast app on Apple TV or Roku or Amazon Fire and found the CVCA broadcast within the Boxcast app at CVCA Football Livestream there. And a reminder, tweet us at CVCA Livestream. We're doing our best every week to try and bring you these broadcasts. And you'd actually be amazed. At what it takes to bring this together. But we've got Zach Nichols, my son, on the main camera. This week we added a second stationary camera. We've got some equipment in place, courtesy of MediaNet AV and Zach Novak, helping us bring this broadcast to you. And we're relying on the Wi-Fi here at Northwest to make sure it all goes through. Another short kick. This one bounces, and it will be downed on the 29-yard line. Northwest taking no chances there. Number 30, check that number 20, Kyler Maraglia, covers that short kick.
At their 30-yard line.
The Royals smartly handling the kickoffs this week after last week's kickoff disaster at the end of the first half that went for a touchdown for Fairless, pinning the Northwest deep. But what they need to do is pin their ears back and try and get to Jordan Mick, who's had his way as he did last week. Mick, quick pass, far side, complete.
Mick's pass is complete to number 15,
Zach Erz on the catch, number 15.
Number 21.
Zach Kurz, that is. And Kurz gets exactly 10 yards. It's enough for a first down out to the 40-yard line.
Northwest at their 40-yard line.
Northwest with their powerfully potent offense. With the ball again, moving the ball quickly and picking yards up in chunks. Mick will hand off this time, and that ball is across the 45-yard line to about the 48. Still going. Great push by the Northwest offensive line, and it's going to be enough for another first down.
Number 29, Ethan Nicky, the ball carrier.
Ethan Nicky back in on that carry.
First down, Northwest at the 50-yard line.
2 plays, 21 yards. Northwest at midfield, and they're in business, moving again. The Royals are going to have to find a way to take the ball away as they're chasing the score. Down 3 without the ball. Mick goes long again, and this time it's picked off by the Royals. And there's a return. Bryce Keitlinger has it. That's exactly what we just called up. Bryce Keitlinger ranged under that ball from Mick and took the pass away. The Royals will take over first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. That's the second turnover tonight by the Northwest offense. A fumble in the first half, and that's the first interception of the night for Jordan Mick. So the Royals with an opportunity, but 80 yards away. Kyle Snyder was featured on the last series. This is an end around, and it's got some room. Brennan Darr, the wide receiver, will pick up about 7 or 8 yards. Actually, he'll pick up a full 10 yards. Nick Dinkins on the tackle for the Indians. The clock stops as they move the chains. And now it restarts as we wind down toward 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. What a game we've had tonight. So Michael Bevington has Kyle Snyder to his right, and he'll hand off. Snyder, right side, picks up a couple of yards. I'll tell you what, Kyle Snyder makes it look like he's picking up a couple yards. He picked up 5 yards following Jack Bova and Tony Collins on that right side of the line. They're getting a heck of a push. Making it look really, really easy. There's nothing easy about football, but they're making Kyle Snyder's runs look easy on that right side. Snyder will get it again. Pushes forward. He's going to pick up about 4 yards, it looks like, on this play. Maybe 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3 to go. But the Royals will not get another play off as the time runs out in the 3rd quarter. What a quarter it was. At the end of 3, Northwest leads it 28-25 against CVCA. 12 minutes to go in this one, and it remains to be seen who will be victorious. Broadcast of Royals football this week is brought to you in part by Panini's in Stowe. Panini's a sponsor of CVCA's Power Meal program, keeping the Royals fed and their bellies full on their Thursday night Power Meal. And this broadcast is underwritten by some CVCA parents and friends of Royals football. We want to bring the rest of the coverage to you this year. So if you'd like to help out, reach out to us at CVCA Livestream. Send us a direct message. We'll let you know how you can help keep these broadcasts on the air. Next week, we're going to hope to be with you once again for the home opener from Royal Stadium when the Royals host the Orrville Red Raiders on Friday night at 7 o'clock. But before we get to Orrville, we've got Northwest in front of us, and the Royals have a big 3rd down and 3 yards to go. The line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line of Northwest as we start the 4th quarter. The Royals trailing 28-25. Bevington hands to Snyder. Snyder across the 40, gets hit first. He's got enough for the 1st down, but a rare flag is down, and this does not look good. It's going to be an illegal use of the hands or a hold against the Royals, and they're going to push that ball back. And now it's going to be 3rd down and long. The Royals have played a clean football game for the most part tonight, but that is a tough penalty to endure. They march the ball back to the 29-yard line. It's 3rd down and 13. So this time the Royals split out 2 receivers to each side. Kyle Snyder in the backfield, split off to the right side of Michael Bevington, who operates out of the shotgun. They check the defense, now check to the sideline. Bevington steps up, calls out a different play. Snyder switches to the left side. Play clock runs under 10. Bevington receives a snap, big rush, sets up a screen pass. It's complete, and a great play by Northwest there. Snyder on the reception, but he's knocked down at the 34-yard line. It's 4th down. It'll be 4th and 9, and Bryce Keitlinger will be in to punt the ball away. So that penalty proved very costly for the Royals that time. After the interception, the Royals were moving the ball, but on 3rd down and 3 yards to go, when it appeared they had a 1st down, that penalty was a drive killer. Keitlinger has the snap, and he boots it away. It's a high kick, and it bounces, and it's going to get a good Royals bounce. Inside the 30, and touchdown on the 25-yard line by Kyle Snyder. And Northwest will take over, 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And each possession even that much more important now as the Royals trailing 28-25. And Jordan Mick comes back out onto the field. Trips wide to the far side. Mick's got one back in and hands off to that back, who squirts through the line of scrimmage, gains at least 5 or 6.
Number 29,
Ethan Nicky on the carry. Jordan Mick has had his way through the air, but Ethan Nicky and his peers have had a good night on the ground as well, trying to keep the Royals defense honest. A gain of 6. It's second down, 4 yards to go.
6 yards, second and 4.
Again, trips wide to the top side. Nicky in the backfield. He'll take it again. Off the right side.
On the quarterback keeper.
Squirts to the 30-yard line.
Stop made by number 30.
And it's enough for a first down. Logan Scranton in on the tackle for CVCA.
Northwest. Falls at their 37-yard line.
So Northwest has moved the ball out to the 37. Well, they'll operate at first down and 10. Handoff once again, and Nicky.
Number 29, Ethan Nicky.
Nicky with another gain.
Stop made by number 34, Logan Scranton.
Logan Scranton on the tackle, and he's down.
Official timeout, injured player on the field.
Nicky picked up 6 yards. Scranton sits up. Don't want to speculate, but he's up. And probably a cramp.
Logan Scranton, a big round of applause, please.
So Northwest with the ball. The clock now at 9 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in the ball game, in regulation at least. And the defense is going to have to come up with a way to take that ball away once again. The Royals have forced 2 turnovers already tonight. It would be an opportune time to get that third. Handoff again. Nicky's got it, and he's stuffed. Check that, it's Kyler Maraglia on the carry. Again, the numbers for Northwest are nearly illegible, unreadable from the vantage point that we have. A 2-yard gain, it's a big third down and 2. Can the Royals get off the field? Northwest will send those 3 wide receivers to the near side, a single one up top. Single back in the backfield. Mick is going to keep it. He's got plenty of room up the middle. Plenty of first down yards across midfield. Big pickup to the 46-yard line of CVCA. Carter Parmenter in on the stop. But the chains will move, and so the drive for Northwest continues.
41-yard line.
Jordan Mick looks to the sideline. John DeMarco, the head coach, trying to get his first win at home as the coach of the Northwest Indians. Mick's going to hand off across the 35 down to the 30, and Maraglia's got a pickup of 12 more yards down to the 28-yard line. Another first down. Eli Dicondru on the tackle for the Royals. They'll actually spot it back 1 yard at the 29. Jack Bova shuttles in for the Royals. Clay Farley heads out. The Indians on the move again from the Royals 29. Mick hands off, and that time Maraglia hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for maybe a yard. Bryce Keitlinger in there on defense on the tackle. The clock is not the friend of the Royals as we wind down here toward midway fourth quarter. Northwest with the ball and with a 3-point lead. And the Royals jump off sides. A tough penalty there as Ben Andexler was a little bit anxious. And that's a tough one because it was second and long. But the 5-yard penalty will make it second down and 4 yards to go. The Indians were behind the sticks.
Second down at the CVCA 23-yard line.
Mick will take it himself across the 20. He's got enough for a first down, but there is a flag in the back of the end zone. Oh, sorry, the back of the backfield, and it's a hold against Northwest, so this one's going to come back. That's a big penalty as it'll push Northwest back 10 yards. Like the Royals when they got in deep. And the drive was thwarted earlier in this half by a penalty for holding. Northwest has one there. Second down 13 now to the 32-yard line. Northwest has been running pretty exclusively on this drive, but now Mick will probably put the ball back in the air. Another flag down. And this is a false start against Northwest. So the ball goes back once again. Second down and 18 yards to go as the ball moves back to the 38-yard line. Make it second and 19. The Royals have got to take advantage as the Indians are behind the sticks on this down and distance. Jordan Mick lines up in the shotgun. This time he looks to throw. Mick, under some pressure, rolls to his right side, still looking, lost it downfield, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. That brings up third down and 19 yards to go. And from my vantage point with the line of scrimmage at the 38-yard line, they're way too far out for a field goal. You've got to imagine that this is two plays the defense will have to hold for, unless Isaac LaFay or whomever else might be the place kicker for the Northwest Indians has got a real boot. But that's cart before the horse type speculation right here. The Royals are going to have to hold on third down and 19. Mick can score from anywhere on the field. He drops back to pass and throws. He's got a man wide open. Complete and down across the 20-yard line, down to the 16, a first down on third and 19. Pickup of 23 yards.
Stop made by number 3, Kyle Snyder. First down, Northwest.
A humongous first down for the Northwest Indians. They'll keep possession of the ball. They'll keep the drive going. And the clock will continue to run as they hold on to that 3-point lead. Kyle Snyder made the tackle, and he comes up a bit gimpy. He's had a great night carrying the ball for the Royals, and maybe even a better night on defense. Kyle Snyder will not be off the field for long if he has any say about it. That young man, the sophomore, is a football player.
First and 10, Northwest at the CVCA 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage now, the 18-yard line of the Royals. This Northwest drive continues. It's handoff, and the Royals hit the running back in the backfield. Number 23 in there for the Royals, Ben Andexler. Matt Reidinger was also in there on that tackle. They spot the ball at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's second down and 10. A field goal here is not the worst thing in the world. That would stretch the lead out to 6, but still keep it at a one-score game. The key here is the Royals have got to stop Northwest. from getting into the end zone. Jordan Mick will keep it himself this time. He's across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. There is a stoppage. And the Royals will call timeout with 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go. It's their first timeout of the second half, rather. Mick picked up 4 yards officially on that play. It's a huge third down. Coming up. 6 yards to go as the clock reads 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go in regulation in the ball game. Northwest Indians 28, the CVCA Royals 25. Northwest looking to go 2-0 on the season. The Royals trying to avoid an 0-2 start after the loss last week at Fairless. When play resumes here, if you're at home, get up on your feet, stomp on something, yell at your TV screen. There comes a play in every game that feels like the play of the game, and this one here could be it. Northwest comes out of the timeout. They've got 3 receivers split to the top, a single to the bottom, single back in the backfield. 3rd down and 6. Mick drops back to pass. He throws and lobs to the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Jordan Mick to his brother, Braden Mick, the 5th touchdown pass of the night, and it may be a dagger. $18 yards on the touchdown pass. Jordan Mick to his brother Braden Mick. And the lead for the Northwest Indians extends to 34-25. Isaac LaFay trots back onto the field to try and boot the extra point through the uprights. The snap is down. LaFay puts his foot into it, and it's blocked. I think JT Nichols got that. And JT Nichols with his 2nd blocked extra point of the year.
The score is now Northwest 34, CVCA 26.
5 minutes and 12 seconds left to go, and this one is far from over, but the Royals need 2 scores. They do have 2 timeouts. They're going to have to go fast, though. Big defensive play by JT Nichols on the point after touchdown. But 9 points requires 2 possessions. So, we'll see what happens. Jordan Mick and the Northwest Indians, proving last week at Orville was no fluke. Mick picked up several Northeast Ohio Player of the Week awards last week with his 392-yard, 5-touchdown passing performance. And we do not have access to official stats tonight from our vantage point, but he's already got 5 touchdowns in the book again tonight. And he must have at least 250 yards. So another follow-up performance that has been excellent from the Indians' senior quarterback. LaFay will kick off. And the kick is received by Eli Dykandrew at the 9-yard line. He's across the 20, makes a cut across the 30, still going to the 36-yard line. 25 yards on the return. And the Royals will set up 1st down and 10 on the 26. 5:04 to go now in the ball game. Michael Bevington in the backfield at quarterback, and now in Dylan Webb to his left side freshman running back. Bevington drops back. He's got a rush, and he's going to hold on to it and run. Bevington picks up 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Stop made by number 65, Connor Ramsey.
The Royals have to go fast. They have 2 receivers split out to each side. Dylan Webb in the backfield to Bevington's left. He looks to throw. Flushed. Steps up again. He'll run it again. And he is pulled down at the 38-yard line. He's short of the first down by 2, maybe 3 yards.
3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. Again, Bevington tucks it. He's going to run, and he's to the 49-yard line. He's got enough for the first down. So the Royals get a new set of downs as the clock shows 4 minutes and 6 seconds.
At the 49-yard line.
3 straight Bevington keepers on this drive as the Royals trying to score quickly. Bevington looks back to pass, throws, and it's picked off. Picked off by Braden Mick. Mick across the 50, and he's taken down at the 47-yard line.
By number 80, Braden Mick.
And that is going to make it very, very difficult. The 2nd interception tonight for Braden Mick of Michael Bevington. 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Northwest with the ball and a 9-point lead in Royals territory. The Royals have played better tonight, but against this fine-tuned Northwest offense, you almost have to play perfectly.
1st and 10 Northwest at the CVCA 43-yard line.
Jordan Mick will hand off. And this one is across the 30. Maraglia down to the 26-yard line.
Tackle made by number 18, Bryce Keitlinger.
Keitlinger saved the touchdown that time for the Royals.
1st down, Northwest.
3:37 to go.
27-yard line.
The Royals had an 18-14 lead at halftime, but this second half, Northwest has not missed a beat. They've had 1 interception, but every other drive has ended up in a touchdown, and they've picked off Michael Bevington a couple of times. Handoff once again. Not much for Maraglia on that play, maybe a yard or 2.
Stop made by number 52,
Matt Reidinger on the stop. It's a pickup of 2.
44.
That clock is the enemy of the Royals, and they do not have the ball.
Clay Farley.
Northwest in no hurry now. The play clock still at 15. Game clock at 2:38. Mick goes up to the line of scrimmage, calls out some signals, now retreats into the shotgun. On 2nd and 8, he hands off. The Royals are there and waiting.
20, Kyler Maraglia, the ball carrier.
Maraglia picks up another couple of yards.
Tackle made by number 44, Clay Farley.
3rd down and 6 coming up as the clock winds down to 2 minutes and 12 seconds. They will not have to snap the ball.
3rd down and 6.
Until 1:42 if the Royals choose not to stop the clock. Jordan Mick looks to the sideline. He'll move up under center, call out the calls for the play clock. He receives the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get the first down, and he's going to get the touchdown. Jordan Mick adds a rushing touchdown to his 5 passing touchdowns, and Northwest salts this one away. A valiant effort by the CVCA Royals tonight. but Jordan Mick has been everything that was advertised from his first Week 1 performance at Orville. And he's got to have the early hand up on Player of the Year honors. I'm sure there's a lot of great football going on in Northeast Ohio, but Jordan Mick's a good one. Isaac LaFay in for the extra point, and this one is booted much higher and through the uprights. With 1:36 to go, the Indians extend their lead to 16 points. It's Northwest 41, CVCA 25. So last week, in the many numerous lightning delays and rainstorms, at one point I was a math major, adding 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6, and the Royals got down big at Fairless. They cleaned up a lot of the mistakes, but not all of them tonight. Right now it's 8 plus 8. So you're looking at an Eli Dicandrew or David Lewis kickoff return for a touchdown that's necessary, and a 2-point conversion, and then a Bryce Keitlinger onside kick. The Royals get the ball back and score again, and another 2-point conversion to get this game to overtime. Now, we've seen a lot of crazy things, but that would be extremely crazy. Possible, but not probable. But until the clock says 3-0, there's still football to be played.
Number 15, Eli Dicandrew. Number 21, David Lewis.
Isaac LaFay will kick off again for the Indians. And this one's going in the direction of David Lewis. It bounces, and Lewis bobbles it. He picks it up on the 6-yard line, and he's got a ways to go. Lewis does a great job to get out to the 21-yard line, but
stop made by number 30.
The Royals have a long field in front of them. Just 88 ticks left on the clock. Michael Bevington back out.
CVCA at their 20-yard line.
And he'll throw. He steps up, throws, and that's complete. Looks like David Lewis on the catch. Across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out of bounds. First down for the Royals. 1:21 to go.
Stop made by number 80, Braden Mick.
Jordan Mick has been the star in offense with 5 touchdown passes and a rushing score. His brother Braden Mick's got a couple of touchdown receptions and has a couple of interceptions as well. He's been the star in defense. Bevington rolls to his right and then tosses this away. Lives to play for another down.
Michael Bevington's pass goes out of bounds. Incomplete.
Second down. 10 yards to go from the 32-yard line. 1:02 remains. We said it earlier, Northwest was coming off a 7-3 season and had their star players back. They're looking like the cream of the crop in the Pac-7 so far this season. Bevington looks to throw, and that one is beyond the outstretched arms of David Lewis. Third down and 10. So the Royals face a third down and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Michael Bevington drops back, looks for an open receiver. Now flush to his left. He's got time. He throws long, looking for Bryce Keitlinger, and it's Keitlinger coming across the middle. David Lewis, I think, also down in that area. And Lewis looks like he's got a cramp.
Injury on the field.
So it's last gasp time for the Royals this time, as that ball fell incomplete. 4th down and 10. And the Royals will now, assuming the miracle is not in the offing, turn the page, try and get better from week to week, and turn their sights toward the Orrville Red Raiders. Lewis is up.
Let's give him a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And walking off the field. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard. Orrville is victorious tonight. That 17-13 score held up. Orrville over the Tuslaw Mustangs, 17-13. They go to 1-1. They'll be coming into Royal Stadium next week off a win. Triway, late in the 4th quarter, trailing significantly, 52-28 to Mogadore. Meanwhile, here it's 4th down and 10 yards to go. Bevington takes a snap and rolls to his right. Looking, and throws. It's complete. And they're going to call him inbounds. Nice catch out there by number 16, Brennan Darr. He got that 1 foot down, and the drive will continue. It's a gain out to the 47-yard line of the Royals with 42 seconds to go.
1st and 10 CVCA at the 44-yard line.
Royals will scrimmage from the 46. Bevington receives the snap. He's under pressure, rolls to his right, dances around, and he's going to be taken down, and a flag is down. In the backfield, this one's going to go against CVCA. With the sack, the Indians decline it. They'll take the lost yardage on the sack all the way back to the 39-yard line. Make it the 40. 2nd and 16 yards to go, and the clock ticks under 30. Bevington under a big rush again. Steps up. He's going to run with it. Runs toward the middle of the field, across the 50. He's got Green in front of him to the 40. Down to the 30. Heads out of bounds at the 29-yard line with 12 seconds left. Tacking on some extra yards.
Runs out of bounds at the northwest.
A pickup of more than 30 on that play.
1st down, CVCA.
Maybe the last play of the game. Bevington drops back to pass. He's got time. There's a flag. And Bevington throws to the end zone, and it falls incomplete. There is no time left on the clock. Holding is the call against CVCA, but it's not going to matter. It's the end of the ball game. Final score tonight from Northwest High School in Canal, Fulton, Ohio. The Northwest Indians 41, the CVCA Royals 25.
Game over. Final score, Northwest.
Head coach John DeMarco wins his first home game as the coach of the Northwest Indians, and Northwest moves to 2-0 on the season. The Royals will head back to the drawing board
stadium. So all fans must be out of the
And look
stadium
forward to Orville
before the team can leave the field.
next week at Royal Stadium in the home opener. We thank you for being with us tonight. We'll give you a quick recap as the stands need to clear here in Canal Fulton.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed
They've asked all the Royals fans to clear the stands.
football teams. We hope you have an enjoyable weekend. Thank you all for your attendance and support.
And we want to thank you again for joining us tonight. Stay tuned tomorrow morning. We will put up on the Twitter site at CVCA Livestream whether or not we'll have the JV game up and streaming for you. We'll make a decision on that and tweet out what the situation is going to be for that game tomorrow morning, either later tonight or tomorrow morning. Again, if you want to be a part of helping out and making sure these broadcasts continue for the rest of the season, send us a direct message at CVCA Livestream, and we'll try and let you know how you can be involved. In the meantime, look for further information on the CVCA Athletics website or on the CVCA at CVCA Livestream Twitter account. From Canal, Fulton, Ohio, my name is Tim Nichols. We thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, the final score, Northwest 41, Royals 25. Until next time, have a good evening, everybody.